Yes, we've made mistakes, but the mistakes are not the true core person that we are. The shame, the endless cycle of pressure to be different than you are. What if you could stop for a second and recognize the anxiety and just think of it for a second as not something that's wrong, but the anxiety is pointing to a place where you've never learned to feel safe, to truly be acknowledging that there's a deeper fear inside that says, what if I'm not acceptable? What if I'm not okay? Imagine yourself in any friction that you're having in your relationships. Usually it happens in most close relationships with family members, friends, even sometimes coworkers. And notice when the tension comes up and the tendency to go into a story. I call those reactive emotions, meaning they're activated by the monkey mind. The monkey mind is telling you a story. Oh, my partner is so controlling. And so when that story is allowed to be fed, when you continue to follow it, then what happens is you have reactive emotion. You start pushing against the very person that you love. You start feeling aggravated and irritated. And then you activate more shame because now that's not who you want to be, but yet you couldn't control that part of yourself, so you just did it anyway. And now you revert back to shame. And shame is like the second version of the monkey mind. The first is just blame and pushing the story. And now that it becomes aware that you did it wrong, now it shames you. And so it's like there's this loop that this monkey mind creates. And it's all in the thinking. What's missing? What's missing is breath. What's missing is taking a moment to pause before you stop reacting. Take a deep breath and just notice. What are you trying to protect? Think of that for a second. How are you not feeling safe in that moment? Imagine if you could equate anxiety with not feeling safe. And then be curious about it. Open up. Take a break. Take a pause. Breathe. Notice. Oh, yeah, I'm really irritated. Notice the story. There it is. My partner's so controlling. Breathe through that and notice. Oh, I'm actually thinking that I'm not enough. Some version of I'm not okay. Oof. Now notice that's very different than subscribing to the monkey mind. We're not aware, but we haven't had enough experience with entering the emotional body, attuning to this feeling that the monkey mind is trying to avoid. We're following the thinking it's going to provide a solution. But in reality, when you observe it, all it does is create the same loop of friction and conflict. When we actually pause it and we actually attune to the deeper emotion, and it's some version of not being okay, there's relief that happens, and the monkey mind actually subsides in that moment. And why does it subside? Because we're actually going to where the tension is. We're actually attuning to it. It's the same thing that we would do for a child. Think of a child coming at you. Maybe they're having a nightmare, or maybe they're upset because their friend did something. And imagine just bringing presence to it. Oh, I see that you're feeling really distressed. I get it. I'm right here. I'm right here. And notice a child, usually that's young enough, that hasn't built a lot of judgments behind their own emotion. They're not capable of it. They'll immediately, as soon as the experience is seen, accepted, felt, there is no story that goes with it. The child just calms down, comes back to himself or herself, and oh, no, they're good. And they go right back to play. So imagine that this has been the missing link for most of us growing up. No one if you think of it, you went to school and you came back home and you had bad grades, or you did something at school you weren't supposed to do. The parents mostly focus on the behavior. So they address the behavior with you. Most people have not been met with, oh, how was your experience? How are you doing? Are you okay? That would send a message that you matter more than the grades. This is why we subscribe to this monkey mind, not because we're stupid, not because there's something wrong with us, but because that's what we were taught to do. That it's like, you have to take care of things, you have to fix things, and if you do, then you'll be accepted. Then you belong, basically. This cycle is not something that we're trapped in. It's something we do have power to change. But as long as we keep using the monkey mind, and especially when we become sober, we keep using shame as the vehicle to create change, all we're doing is repeating and reinforcing this conditioned mind. So I'm really excited because there is a different way to live. And this different way is about being in connection, truly taking the time to accept and move in a direction of what sometimes feels uncomfortable or even overwhelming, but mostly it feels that way because of the story I tell myself about the experience that lives in my body. But having the experience itself is really different. Every time that we've done this in groups, and I ask the person once they've entered their emotion and attuned and attended to it, was it that bad? And they report, no, it wasn't. It was actually very relieving. And so following the story has been a promise that leads us in the wrong direction. It's a constant bombardment of thinking that pressuring ourselves, criticizing ourselves, looking at all the possible bad things that could happen, all these strategies are how we should be helping more, whatever it is that we keep pressuring ourselves with. It's not that those things are bad, but it's that we pressure ourselves and then we're following a strategy to live that leaves us empty because our experiences are not being attuned and attended to. The next time you experience friction in your relationship, just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, what am I trying to protect here? What's underneath this reactive emotion of my partner is controlling? Just ask yourself, what is happening inside? What are you feeling? What are you noticing? And what are you trying to accomplish by pushing against the person you love? And it's safety. Notice that safety is missing and articulate that, share that openly. That's the new pathway, the pathway to connection. If there's something that resonated with you in this conversation, it's not just meant to be information. The real transformation can happen when we actually practice together how to live authentically, how to live beyond the monkey mind, how we actually learn to feel safe, to be just who we are. So if that excites you, come and join us. I've created pods in avivelavie.com. You can find the link as it will follow and join us so that we can actually make connection a priority in our lives. Thank you for listening.